Hey guys, sorry about that. I was stepping away while I played my music to make my coffee and stuff, and I got distracted on the Twitters. Somebody shared with me. I don't talk about bad comics a lot, but this is too goddamn much, man. It really is. This is just too much. Um, let's start by saying we've seen Spider-Man as a woman. We have. Yeah, we've got Spider-Woman and all that shenanigans. And you like Spider Gwen and stuff like that. So we've seen that, right? I'm not sure if we've seen gay Spider Man yet. Okay. I think Miles Morales is pretty gay, but I think he's just pretty gay and he's really just typically a terribly written character. He's just really boring and bland all the time. I don't know what it is about writing black people that says you either have to be incredibly racist or they have to act like Steve Urkel. I'm not sure where they got that memo, but hopefully it goes away. Um, I'm explaining what happened. So we've had lady Spider-Man. I think we've had gay Spider-Man. Have we had any crippled Spider-Man? That's the question. Have we had like a Spider-Man with scoliosis? Have we had a Spider-Man who just, you know how I hate to make fun of these people, but how some of those guys have got like people you see have like the Tyrannosaurus arms, like they don't have any arms. They're just hands like up here. Have we ever seen a Spider-Man that's like that? Well, we still haven't yet, but the good news is that we have a lady lesbian cripple Spider-Man. Like she's bound to a wheelchair and everything. And like I was looking at the art for yeah, the little arms thing. That would be funny as a Spider-Man, like Spider Dude. He would be better as a Spider Dude, but yeah. But let me see if I can. Maybe I can just pull up this picture real quick, and I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Cause Larry just sent this to me, and I usually don't keep up with mainstream comics, but like I said, this one is just too fucking much, man. Like, you know that meme where from Fury Road where he's like, "That's bait." So this is definitely bait. It feels like bait. It smells like bait. There's no other reason why. Let's just add this as an image. Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba da ba. All right, here we go. All right, so you guys can see this for the most part. All right. First of all, the way they thought, hey, how can we have like a cripple Spider-Man? Well, I guess she's got like the fucking crutch things, and like Tiny Tim or whatever, and then. But the funny thing is if you actually try to visualize this happening, all you can think about is the paralyzed legs just swinging everywhere in the back, just going completely fucking nuts. Like it, like the back end of this character, like in movement, has to legitimately look like a glitch in Fallout New Vegas or something. Yeah, they're web crutches, man. Fucking web crutches. And look at this. I'm trying to make it bigger. I'm still getting used to this stupid program, but yeah, we got the web crutches, which this doesn't make any sense at all because this is a position of somebody flying backwards, but it's not flying backwards right here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Tony's an artist. Maybe he can explain how what the fuck happened here for this, how you got from here to here. Oh, I didn't even notice those little people. You're just too busy laughing my ass off. I don't have any more than just this page. So this is all that was sent to me. But yeah, she's just riding around in a wheelchair. This is your lesbian cripple ginger uh, Spider Man. Wouldn't a Spider Man have like 8 boobs though? Yeah, because they're arachnids. They go in fours, so they would either have 4 or 8 boobs, 8 total, but like 4 sets. And if she's got to have 8 legs, that means she's got at least 4 vaginas, right? I mean, shit, that's damn near a new hole every day. You just have them labeled. This is Monday pussy. This is Tuesday pussy. This is Wednesday. Then once you get through those four, you got the butthole. That's gonna be Friday. That's funny as hell. But holy shit, dude, like who thought of this? And they're like, you know what people need? They need cripple Spider Man. This is almost so far. I don't know if you guys remember it, but they did that splitting image comic back in the day where they were parodying all their own characters as well as like the Marvel characters, and they had like the Spider Man that they were drawing in it was just like covered in bandage. It was Spineless Man, I think. But yeah, that's fucking weird, man. Like, why would you? How can you have a cripple be Spider Man? Like, just think about how much those legs are gonna be like waving behind him. Like, you don't control your legs. There's no bracers or anything. Like that makes absolutely no fucking sense. Like crippled Spider-Man with the crutches and the web shooters coming out of the crutches and wearing a hat for some reason even though the whole head is covered. What the fuck is this in the background? Are those hockey sticks? Please don't tell me those are fucking hockey sticks, but they look like hockey sticks to me. Maybe they're just extra crutches in case she loses these. I don't. Maybe Doc Ock gets pissed off and takes her crutches away from her. But yes, this look. This is like so absurd. You feel like it would have to be a parody. That's what I mean. It's fucking bait. Yeah, I don't know if it was Simpson. I think so, but yeah, you remember it. That just feels like that. Like this is fucking Spineless Man come to life. They finally did it. They went so fucking crazy. Holy shit. I just can't get over that, man. This has to be a joke. I, and then out of nowhere, they got like this married couple, or maybe they're in a cult. I don't know, but they're like mixed race. We got to put that there. This makes no sense. I can't even think of what kind of dialogue you put here. Like, holy shit, bro. I just put fuck leg day. Like, even her wheelchair looks like it's all falling apart and shit. What kind of wheelchair is this, anyways? I guess her feet magically huff. Well, no, they got that tiny little. I don't know. I'm not gonna critique like how, but that wheelchair does look like all bent and fucked up. Looking at the angles and shit. Like if you actually took her out of that thing would probably look like it got hit by a car. Oh man, I can't stand. I'm sorry, I can't stand that garbage. It's just it's okay for people to make whatever they want to make. It's completely fine. I encourage people to make all the gay Spider-Man stories to their heart's content. But is there not a way that we can like have the good stuff and then let the other people do all the fucking crappy shenanigans that they want to if that floats their boat? Like, does this have to be like a main Spider-Man book? Like, it's fucking comics. I get we can do whatever we want, but yeah, fucking cripple ass. What would have made it better is if in that panel, instead of having the crutches, she's literally just like strapped into the wheelchair and she's like flying behind her. See, that would actually be better than the crazy flying legs behind. Because, like, if you added the wheelchair, then you could have be like, well, this cripple Spider Man has like the power set of a fucking wrecking ball. Like, she could just zip and then, like, use the force and the weight of the fucking wheelchair and just like fucking plow into folks. That would actually be kind of cool. But now she's just got like these crutch. What happens when she needs to land? Does she just stand on the crutches and then she's like, well, shit, I can't use my web shitters now until I want to like, lay back and then like pull them up. I don't get it. I don't, but I kind of like the seeing some fucking crazy cripple like flying around the fucking city, swinging around in a wheelchair. I feel like I need to see that. But no, if you didn't miss it, Zach, we got the fucking crutch, cerebral palsy. I don't know. That's just. I know this might even just be just like a once and done thing because it is a Spider Verse thing, but holy shit. You have unlimited options and this is what you decide. I just can't get over that. I mean, hell, has anybody done Spider Man where it's like one of those really cute jumping spiders and he's in like a fucking person mech? Kind of like the alien on the first Men in Black movie, you know? Like, you could call it like Man Spider Man. Man Spider Man. He's just this cute little fucking jumping spider, but he's in a big person robot that's acting as Spider Man. I would be happier with that. That's much cooler and more tolerant and accepting. Like this, I wouldn't even classify this as inclusivity or tolerance. This is in the same vein as a freak show. That's the way I'm seeing this shit now because it's all just being shown to you because it to they're trying to shock you to a degree. They're trying to show you things that aren't very common, and it feels like a fucking freak show. If I were any of these fucking check boxes, I'd be a little fucking annoyed that somebody was trying to use my lifestyle as a fucking selling point for possibly one of the dumbest fucking versions of Spider-Man I have seen in my entire life. Yeah, think about the action figure too. That's what I was talking about. See, the only way you could do this action figure though is you would have to have like the top, hard plastic body and everything. But then when you get down here, you would have that break. But then they would have like the stretch Armstrong legs that are just they just dangle and do stuff. You can pull on them, you can bend them, you can twist them, you can tie them in a fucking knot. That's the only way you could do it. You would have to give them the bendy, stretchy legs from like a Stretch Armstrong or something. Which actually I think they're still making the Stretch Armstrongs because one of my nephews had one of those toys at where he had gotten it for his birthday, and I was playing with it because I had more interest in it than he did. And I just kind of looked at the wife and you should buy me toys. I'd be happy with that. I like toys. I don't know who the fuck doesn't like toys. But yeah. Oh, I know what gender this thing is. I'm not gonna miss it. This gender is crazy. That's all that is. It's just an amalgamation of fucking mental illness. It is the gender classification is legion. That's what it is. And it's just stupid gay shit. There's a lot of characters that have been in mainstream comics that were gay. I didn't have a problem with at all. But it's just like this fucking Jenga bullshit where they're just trying to stack more and more on it. It's like, how many check boxes can we click with one character? Spider Crip. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that one. Yeah, fucking cripple Spider-Man. And somebody got paid to think of that. I want you to think of this for a moment. Somebody got paid to think of this idea and then tell other people that idea. And then other people got paid to actually make that idea happen. Somebody was paid to ink and pencil and color that fucking piece, and somebody was paid to come up with the idea to do it. Apparently, she still meets Dave's standards for sleepable. I don't know. Um, I kinda went on a couple dates with a chick with cerebral palsy or whatever. Um, 'Cause she was cute and she was sweet and stuff like that, but things didn't end up working out because she had cerebral palsy and I was just looking to date and stuff like that. I was younger. That's somebody you don't need to mess with unless you're going to be around for the long run. So I was like, yeah, we should just be friends. Anyways, I only dated her. We didn't do anything, but man, what is sex with a cripple like? Like for them and for the person like doing it. Like if a dude has no feeling, does he still get a boner? Because what I'm getting at, like is the shit that gives you a boner that makes all that blood rush to your cock and stuff like that. Is that all like a mental thing because you're getting horny? Or is there some kind of physical aspect to it too? Because like I don't know. Like if you're crippling your shit, you don't feel your shit, does it do anything? Like I know you can't like control it, like you can't wiggle it like you wiggle your toe, but you know, even when we can feel it, our dicks do a lot of shit that, you know, we're not really consenting to. It just wants to. Um, yeah. But yeah, like, does your shit still work if you're crippled? Like, even if you can't control it, does it still, do stuff? Even on its own? Like a cat's tail? I don't know. But sleeping with a crippled chick too, like, would she? I don't know. That's so weird. I need to invite a cripple on so I can ask all these questions and be like, I'm not trying to be rude. I just have questions. I think about the shit that not a lot of people think about. But yeah, gay cripple Spider-Man. Who'da thunk it? Uh, in other news, and actual decent comics, um, I always give an update for Otis, and Otis is coming along well. I want to say I have 24 of 32 page. Yeah, I gotta go look because I'm. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. I got 24 of 32 pages inked, penciled and inked. And then we have 17 out of 32 colored and ready to go. And we are on the final stretch for the uh, last 8 pages there. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Uh, Once we do that, Carlos is going to work on doing the front cover for the book. I know it's weird, but him and I both kind of agreed that it's just a better idea for him to do the cover of the book after he's done all the interiors, because not only the way he was talking about it, because like as an artist, your skill is always increasing. You're always getting better. So the more you do something, the better you're going to get at it. So he figures that his best work should always be on the cover. So after doing the entire interiors, then he does the cover. So that way his best work is up front. It also gives him a better understanding. We also get better ideas for covers as we're working on the book too. I think I've got this one already nailed. I've already designed it and everything. He just hasn't done it yet. But I think the one that I picked really fits. And I think we're going to move forward with it. But yeah, so it's got 8 pages left to ink. Uh, and then after that, he's got like 15 pages to color, which that won't take long at all. So yeah, we're almost done with the book completely. Give us probably about another 3 weeks, and then we'll be done with it. At least on the art end, I'm still gonna have to go in and letter it and format it and everything. Let's see, what's the chat saying? Because let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you from a Castlevania cast. Yeah, I saw that he was streaming Castlevania again, and I think it was last year. He did this thing where he played all of the Castlevania games, or he tried to at least. I don't think he actually played. I think there's a few he skipped. And then eventually, we ended up playing Harmony of Despair with him for a little bit too, for one of the streams. That was really fun. So yeah, when he pops up and I see he's playing Castlevania, I try to hop on. I don't watch a lot of the Let's Play streams, so it's just not the kind of stuff that I usually tend to watch on YouTube. I usually watch other stuff. Uh, they do say sex is in the mind. Yeah, I suppose so. Uh, yeah, like Eric Kent's guy. I see that Spider Girl swinging her limp leg, smacking villains on her way. Like that's what I was talking about. They just be going like fucking streamers behind them. I mean, there's no controlling the legs. They just be going fucking nuts. But yeah, it's just completely messed, man. But yeah, things are going with actual good comics. So Otis is shaping up to be really cool. I think issue 3 is going to be like the coolest issue. It's hands down my favorite issue. If I'm allowed to have a favorite. I mean, I like them all. I'm not saying that any of the other ones fall short. It's just this issue has been the most fun for me so far as of yet, because the first issue was kind of fun, but it was also kind of a nightmare because it was my first venture into indie comics. And issue 2 was a lot better, but I was still making a couple of mistakes here and there. Plus, a lot of nonsense that doesn't even have to do with books came up. But this one has been just fucking greased lightning, man. Like, I've never had anything go this smooth before. And it's not just how smooth it's going, it's the content of the book looks really good too. I know I've shown Dave some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, not a whole lot beyond that. Uh, Still waiting on books. It's annoying for me. Not because I got anybody like hounded me or anything like that. You know, all my customers have been completely reasonable. I'm annoyed with not having the books because I should have the books. It just annoys me personally because I don't know. I wish everything in the world operated as it was advertised. And that's not shitting on any companies or anything either. It's just with Murphy, I wish Murphy's Law didn't exist. That's basically what I'm saying. It's just annoying how life has a tendency to like, oh, you've got plans. Oh, they're going smooth. Oh, no, no, not anymore. No, no, sir. But it's okay. Everybody's still cool with it. We're eventually getting the books. I've got everything else, uh, which is really good. Hey, I've actually got one of these on hand. The metal trading card that I had done up for the stretch goal that all the backers are getting by Tony Sizzle. No back, though. Of course, and I've got the metal bookmarks too. I just happen to have both of these just sitting right here. And right here, I got a whole pack of cards with Eric Kent's EC Comics throwback cover on there. These things are pretty cool. I like them. I think they're pretty dope. But yeah. And Eric is almost done with his cover for issue 3. I haven't shown it off. I think I've shown it in maybe one DM group, but Eric here in the chat has got something going on. He should be a mod, but I'm not logged into YouTube right now, so I can't make him a mod. But yeah, Eric's cover is going to be fantastic. Slap bracelets. I don't know if I would do slap bracelets, Dave. I love slap bracelets, but did they really serve a fucking purpose? Or was it just something that we played with as kids? I want to say it's just something we played with as kids. So, we may not do slap bracelets. I do like slap bracelets. It doesn't seem like an appropriate thing. Maybe if I had a kid's book, I would do some slap bracelets. Well, I guess slap bracelet bookmarks, but, I don't know. The next thing I want to do is I want to do those damn bourbon glasses. Because I've got the custom artwork for it, which is done by Carlos. Other things are happening as well. This isn't an official announcement. This doesn't mean we are actively pursuing and working to the bone on this already. This just means we're talking. But we are in the process of getting started on making a video game, which I think is pretty cool. But this is also something I have no experience doing, so how far down the line this is going to be is, I have no fucking idea. So we're not putting a deadline on it or anything. We're just going to be kind of working on it here and there in the background and see how things go. And once we feel like we're in a position where we have something to show people, then we will. ago. Anyways, when we have anything to show, we will show it. But for now, it's just an idea. That's basically the best way I can describe it. Because it's still changing. Still haven't settled on what kind of game we want to do. And yeah, Tony, we're doing bourbon glasses. Uh, I think. Sorry, I keep coughing. I think if you check the Kickstarter for Otis number 2, and one of the updates I shared, you should see some mock pictures that I got from the manufacturer I was in talks with. Originally, I was just going to do custom shot glasses, but then I realized that the bourbon glasses actually weren't much more expensive. When I mean much more, I mean like maybe if 20 cents more. It was really crazy, and I was like, well, why the fuck would I do this dinky little shot glass where I could actually like give somebody like a nice fucking bourbon glass? Because a shot glass, you're only going to use it for shots, obviously, but a nice bourbon glass, you could use it for damn near anything. You could put, morning juice, you could get a little bit of milk, any liquid can go in there. And with it being glass, people could use it for cleaning their tools, for soaking some of their shit in solvents. I do that with some glass cups because I smoke weed and that resin gets everywhere and I need to dissolve it off. Um, there's a lot more stuff you can do with a bourbon glass than you can with a shot glass. So I decided to go with that just because it's a little bit more versatile. It's something that I see would get a little bit more use out of people than just a dinky little shot glass. I was looking into, I'm still looking into this, by the way, but I was looking into some paraphernalia, like some Otis themed pipes and stuff, because I know we do the drinking thing with Otis, but I'm not really a drinker. I don't drink a lot, I just smoke a lot of weed. That's my drug of choice. So I was hoping to get some Otis themed pipes and stuff like that, but what halted that was, Kickstarter and all these other guys that I sell things through all have policies against paraphernalia and stuff like that. So for now, that's not happening, but I am going to try to get something in the works. Uh, yeah, I'll send. Yeah, Eric Kent did, like, after I saw what Tony did for me, which is right here. Oh, I'm pointing in the right direction. Yay, I deserve a gold star. Um, I told Eric, I was like, dude, you need to do this one with Doug too for Psychotron. Especially in like right now, you should probably capitalize on the current environment too. And I feel like that does to a degree. Like, you know, I've always been don't tread on me, but now's probably the most profitable time to be on the side of fuck the government than it ever was before. Because, like, right now, everybody is waking up and everybody is getting fucking pissed. And they're looking at all of us conspiracy weirdos, and most of them are like, holy shit, you guys were right. Um, I did look at beer steins, but I don't know. They look too German for me. The shot glasses I originally picked out, though, were like the glass beer mugs, but they were tiny. So they had the little handle on the side. Yeah, I've been on that side I've never liked the government. I don't care who's in charge. Hey, buddy. Um, but yeah, I've never liked the government. I don't care who's in charge. I was ranting about it the other day, and somebody was like flipping out in the chat because I brought up how the NFA and the criminalization of marijuana were both really just due to racism. With weed, they were using racism to woo people into thinking that, pot's a bad drug and stuff like that. You don't want your kids to grow up being some dirty black musician or hanging out with them and yada, yada, yada. And the NFA was actually enacted because they really wanted to try to keep black people from having guns. And at the time, most black people were poor as shit. So they were like, well, what's the best way we can do this without doing it as a race thing and infringing? And they figured that a tax would be better because a white guy should be able to afford the tax. Black guy, not so much. I mean, I know that sounds like a woke thing to say, but that was actually true. That's actually what happened. This is how fucked up our government is. And they've constantly done things to people specifically like that all the fucking time. Anyways, it's just good that everybody has started to slowly realize, like, the team that they were cheering on wasn't playing the game that they thought they were. But hopefully, this means that we will see more people taking part in elections, especially locally. If you're in the U.S., take part of every election. Ground up, dude. That's how you make fucking shit happen. You gotta start looking into these people that are representing you locally, going for council, everything. From the community level and up is where you need to vote. All of them, including school board administrations. 100% those. You people got to collectively get together and vote out all the fucking shenanigans. We got to do what we legally can do, at least. Sadly, I don't think we're. I think it's too far gone to where you can't vote any of this nonsense out, but right now that is the only option that I have. Just start trying to vote for. Don't stop voting for people who've been in the game for fucking 20 years, too. Everybody needs to stop doing this shit. We need to stop voting for career politicians. We need new fucking ideas. We need new faces. We need new people who understand what it's like to live in America today, not understand what it was to live like in America and be in college back in 1963 because they are so, especially with the wealth and everything, they are so fucking disconnected with today's general public. We need fresh faces. We need the general public to be representing the general public. So please, for the love of God, stop voting for old people. Even if you're old, please just stop doing it. We still have people who were born between 1928 and 1945. A vast majority of our representation within the government is mostly boomers, born between 1945 and 19. Did they say it was 74? And then they said, I think Gen X was 74 to 86. Anyways, the vast majority are a bunch of people who shouldn't be in charge and should probably more than likely just be chilling in Florida. Yeah, like, just think about it. This isn't a left or right issue either. But just think about it. What problems have been solved in the past 30 fucking years? Really think hard about it. What problems has any of these guys fucking solved? None. We're still going through the same dumb bullshit. So get them the fuck out of here. It's really that easy. Well, if they don't rig the elections, it's that easy. But people are stupid and people are fucking tribal. Don't talk about my team that way. Well, this dude's a bad player. Like how they say, like, ACAB, all cops are bastards because they're not holding the other cops accountable, even if they're a good cop, because there's the existence of bad cops. That means that the good cops ignored things, which means that the good cop technically wasn't a good cop. That's the logic, right? All cops are bastards. Why aren't we applying that to political parties or anything like that? Like, why can't you look at your political party and be like, well, person A is a huge piece of shit, but person B is a really good person. But person B hasn't done to anything to calm down person A or get him to stop their shenanigans. So they both need to get out of here. There's no accountability, is what I mean. Nobody's looking at their own political party and pointing out the bad players, but they want to tell everybody else they need to do that. They want to tell the police that they need to point out the bad players, which they do. But the politicians need to do it too. Everybody needs to do it to some degree. It's called doing the right thing. Uh, at least I was taught to do that. I don't know. I'm not necessarily a rat, but when I see somebody doing shady shit, like if there's a company I'm working for and I see this little fucking piece of shit that decides that he's going to start stealing from the company and I see it, I'm going to text our asset protection guy and be like, hey, you need to watch this guy. But yeah, but nobody wants to do that. There's no accountability. And on top of all of that, the really crazy thing, the real thing that I'm not conservative or Democrat, is the amount of Democrats pretending to be conservatives and the amount of conservatives pretending to be Democrats. Like, how can you navigate this? It's just a fucking lake of septic shit, and like you're trying to find this one fucking turd in there. It's one specific turd for whatever reason. I don't know why you're looking for that one special turd, but you have to find the one special turd and you have to navigate this just lake full of fucking other turds and piss and other animal shit and all kinds of like fucking alien shit. There's fucking interdimensional shit in there. There's all kinds of shit, like any kind of shit you could think of. And it's in this lake. Plus that one special turd. I mean, that's the way politics is. Like, it's fucking dirty, and not in the sense of like corruption, but I mean legit. It's fucking dirty. It's filthy. It's disorganized as fuck. You can't look at it and make any sense of it. And that's the really fucked up part about it. Is we've let it get to that point. Because it's gotten so bad we have designations for the fake people like fucking rhinos, Republican in name only. Why are we even at? Why do we have phrases like that? It's like walking through a fucking minefield. And the reason why is because nobody holds any of these people accountable. When they say they're going to do something and they don't do the thing, literally nobody cares. There's no actions for it. I would say maybe have some kind of thing where if a politician, their entire platform is, say, let's legalize weed, and they get into office and they don't even attempt to legalize weed, maybe there's some form of punishment being like, well, no, you know what? You can't run for office anymore. You cannot work for any form of the government. And they're like, why? And it's like, because you lied to the people. You lied to our boss. Because the people are supposed to be the boss. Supposed to be. We're not. They may let you think we are, but we're not. And it's because there's no accountability. It's none. And no term limits. Was it the 14th Amendment that if somebody is seen as rebelling against the Constitution, they are removed from office and forfeit from holding any kind of position within the government ever again? I think it's something along those lines, but yet every single politician who's voted for any kind of gun law, which is rebelling against the Constitution, because they are voting in favor of an infringement, I would call that a rebellion against the Constitution, but they're still all up there. It's really stupid. But vote local. Vote from the bottom up. You just gotta do what you can and hope for the best. And if you feel like you're in a good enough position, run yourself. I'm not. But, anyways, yeah, always do stuff, and stuff will happen. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off of here. It's been about an hour. I gotta start getting ready and get out that door and get my day started. But I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for popping by and hanging out. Later.